A lot needs to be done in the garden. Here's our blackberry corner. Distracted, but yummy, juicy blackberries. Yum. All right, a lot needs to be done in the garden. Specifically, garlic needs to be harvested badly. So I've got to get that done this weekend. And squash is growing great. Squash vine borer is at bay for now. Rampicante squash is growing great. It's kind of a slow starter, as I've said before, but it's good. Purple beans need to be harvested and eaten. Yum. And this wild, huge bed of cool season crops, daikon radish mostly, needs to be harvested and cooked and eaten. Oh my goodness. And it better rain, because if it doesn't, then I need to water the whole thing. So, cross your fingers, hoping for rain. It's in the forecast, but it really doesn't look like it, at least not today. Hopefully things will change and a storm will blow in. Our melon patch has lost all its cool season kale, and they are little, but they have great potential. This is my cherry tomato bed. Eli has been coming out. Well, we've all been coming out and grabbing off wonderful tomatoes and eating them. So you guys, in Dallas, Texas, tomato time is really coming to an end. The hot weather's really set in once June starts, and you're really just trying to take your tomatoes and get the harvest that is already on there, and then just finish it out. So if your tomatoes are looking yellow, you're gonna have pest pressure from spider mites. It's okay, you didn't do anything wrong. In other parts of the country where it stays cooler, it especially cools down at night, your tomatoes are gonna go a lot further into the season. But in Dallas, Texas, it's time to enjoy your bounty, which is a lot of good, yummy fruit. And just call it a day. I'm enjoying these sunrise bumblebees. But normally this time of year I would cut off some and root them for my fall crop. But this year I'm not going to. Do it if you want to, but this year I spent so much money watering those baby plants, getting them ready for that cool weather to set in fall, that I don't think I made my money back on my fall tomato production. I know I didn't. So I'm not gonna do fall tomatoes this year. That's okay. I'm just gonna enjoy the taste of summer with these tomatoes, and then move on to something else that produces better for me here in my climate in my city. I don't have long. I've got about half an hour. I'm gonna just do what I can and get these tomatoes a little bit lifted up a bit and harvested. I got this whole bed lifted up and tied up. And I got this side lifted off of my peppers. So that's good. I will take that homestead victory before I go in. Spent way longer than I should have, but isn't that always the case? There's always fun stuff to do in the garden. Fun stuff to eat. Yum. Our broody hen had the babies, you guys. Isn't that sweet? Those are from Rocket's eggs. So they should be olive eggers. That's so fun. Look how they follow after mama. All right, you guys, I am at my friend's property again, and unfortunately, the ducks are male, both of them, sadly. So the problem is, I'm a city girl, so what do I know, but my friend has really researched it well, and apparently Drake ducks, male ducks, don't go with chickens. You can't have them on a homestead like this that's small. They will mate with the chickens. And I don't know how to say that. They're too big for the chickens. They will injure the chickens, maybe kill. Could they kill?
They can kill them, yes.
Yeah, they can kill the chickens.
It's not an anatomically appropriate conjuncture.
There, you said that so well. It's not an anatomically appropriate conjuncture. That just sums it up. They do not go together, but they will try to go together. So we have to process them and turn them into a meal. We kind of did try rehoming. That didn't really work out. Nobody wants 2 male ducks. So, and they can't fly, so it would be kind of cruel to take them to a pond and have them be, they're gonna be a meal for somebody. Yep. So it might as well be us. So I've never done duck before, but I am interested in how it goes and how it's different than chicken harvesting. And then she's gonna give me one of the ducks, and I'm gonna take it home and cook it up for dinner. So sadly, no eggs in my friend's future. No duck eggs like she was hoping for. So, oh well. One dinner, no eggs. All right, we'll take it. All right, dunking just like we do a chicken, and even the feet, because we're gonna keep the feet just like chicken feet.
This guy's ready to go.
All right.
Oh, she's hot.
All right, plucking a duck is a little different than a chicken in that it has down underneath these feathers. So the down is kind of harder to get out. So we got these special gloves that we bought at the big box store, and they kind of have a rough texture on them. So that's what we're using, and it does seem to be working.
Actually, in some ways, it's easier to do this with the feather with your hands, natural.
Oh, and then put on the gloves with the down?
I think so.
Okay.
Because most of the people that I saw were doing it with the feathers. Of course, a lot of these people were not. They were not dunking their birds at all. They were just dry plucking. Slippery.
Okay, this guy we did a little bit too hot. So the feathers, we couldn't use our fun gloves, our special gloves, because you couldn't rub the skin without it coming undone.
It's too fragile.
Yeah, we cooked this bird before we...
Oops.
Before we actually cooked it. That's okay.
We cooked it a little bit, not a lot.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all good. Perfectionism is the killer of homesteading. So you're gonna make mistakes and cook a little bit more than you should, but that's all right.
Whoops.
Just keep moving forward.
We're professional amateurs.
That's right. And I am not gonna film this whole thing. If you want a duck tutorial, go online, see one, just like a chicken. So we're just gonna get her done. We're kind of on a time crunch. One of our boys needs to go to camp, so we're gonna get her done.
Not make it pretty, we gotta make it fast.
So good to have a community of homesteading friends that you can do hard things with, right? If you don't have a community, gather one. All right, I think these onions are all dried out and ready for storage. This could use a little bit longer, but it's gonna rain. It doesn't really look like rain, but it's supposed to rain in the forecast, and so I better get these in. I would love to sit and braid them and have one of my sisters over and braid them and chat. That would be really fun, but I do not have time to do that today. So I'll put these onions under my bed and they'll hang out and dry some more under there. I have laid them flat. I have a special board I laid them flat on. And then I can always come and braid them later and hang them up around my house. Look how big some of them got. Best onion crop ever, I think. I wish I could remember what variety they were. I'll have to look back, see if I said it on video. Because I want this variety again. Our washer quit working, which is, it's okay. It sounded like a Black Ops helicopter in the hallway, so it's all good. But the box will make a perfect fort, a perfect summer fort. And this will make the perfect window. Perfect. Kids love boxes. It also makes a good door. My job for the play, we all the parents volunteer for Rosie's play. And my job is to watch the director's littles for her, which is such a joyful job. Here's the littlest, Brown. You say hi? He's ready to get in the action.
So